Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. Right. To away with that. Potential long trade. Potential long trade on the YM. That'll be a get in sync. A minute and a half to go. Soybeans has stopped out of an early trade, so soybeans is flat, waiting for a new trade. Unleaded has taken a full loss in this trade at 902.36. Crude got in sync with this short 60.54. That took a full loss. Down 44 there. Unleaded took the 27 tick risk. So that was a small trade for. And there's a long trade on unleaded now. Set up. I would probably move the stop around the 50 in that case. On unleaded. So there. 50 EMAs at 732. Plotted stop is 734. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would move the stop down to 29. Pound Aussie had a trade, short trade set up, went just touched money management and went back to break even. Market's open and soybeans has a long. I would say there's a fairly good chance that one is a get in sync at this point. And no longer get in sync. That just hit money management. And target one. If that was executable, .30-second bar, I didn't see it ever come back. It could have. The unleaded trade hits target one. We'll come to break-even stop. Crude has a long trade. Just triggered in. Moving along. Soybeans hitting target 2. So goal will be target 3 now. New session high. And unleaded hitting target 2, coming back to stop out for just a couple of ticks. 784 from 781, 3 ticks on the trailer. 31 for target 1, 50 for target 2. We're down 44. Target 2 traders are positive. Pick up 53. We're to plus 9 ticks. Target 1, it's 31, 34. So target 1 is still down 10 ticks. Needs another trade on unleaded. Catch up with our micro Russell up here. That was a break-even trade. This stop and reverse would have kept us in this, I believe. 38.9, so 38.7. Now it hit it. Question is how fast. I would say probably too fast to have executed. So that one is going to go to break even. So that's going to be a break even and then break even. So 2 break evens this morning on micro Russell. The short probably avoided. That long we would still have been in this trade, and it went too far. So is that one big enough for a target 1? No, not quite. Almost. Stop and reverse on crude. Crude did take another full stop out. Or not a full stop out. We stopped and reversed at 59. Now, saved us 1 tick. Actually, that's going to be a session ender. 2 basically full losses. Still flat on potential short trade coming on soybeans. We need to cross over the cyan below the yellow line to make that a valid trade. Micro Russell takes a full loss. Now let's see, what's timing on that look like? 25, 58, yeah, yep, definitely going to be a full loss on that one. This one goes 37.49, 55, that's 6 seconds. That one's possibly avoidable. 2 break-evens and a loss, and we'll assume that one was avoided. That would have been exit point only for crude. Unleaded, slightly positive for target 2. Target 1 needs another trade. And we do have the short trade. That is a get in sync at the moment on soybeans. YM went short, stopped and reversed to long. $63 entry. So 21 ticks on the target and 1 on the trailer, so 22 ticks. Our loss was 844 to 863, 1938 ticks. So we're down 16. Need another trade. And soybeans trade triggers in. We are short on soybeans. Right, crude is done, so I'm going to put the unleaded chart up there. So micro NQ is done. All right, that trade was too far. And we go long at 35.30, 1, 1, 2. That trade went too far too fast. That's a no trade. The short takes a full loss. No way to get away from that. The long, 53. I would say that one's likely to be avoidable. This short, ooh, 1 loss. That's going to be 2 losses. And then we get a successful short long side. It gets target. It's not trailing yet. It's break even, and we stop and reverse. A slightly positive result. So we have 2 losses. That one goes too fast. 2 losses and a win. 1 avoided trade. Money management. Making a second win here. There's a short trade on the micro Russell. That's going to be 3 ticks, but we're definitely going to make money management. It looks like, yep, that's a break even. Hitting money management and stopping out at break even. That's a 3rd break even. Take a loss here. That one's avoided. And yeah, that's our 3rd break even. So 3 break evens and a loss. Unleaded, looking like a long trade. $7.66. Yep, we did trigger in, hit it on the nose. Target 1 trade. This is for target 1 traders only. That's a little unusual. Oh, macro NQ popping around there. Okay, the short came back up for a break even. The long, not avoidable. That is going to be loss number 3. So the micro NQ session ends. Caught up in the noise. So we'll put unleaded back in place. Short trade on the pound Aussie. Not a large trade. First actionable target is target 2. It looks like a calculator didn't think that we triggered in unleaded. Entry at 66. And it says the high is at 66, but that calculator is not tracking it. We have a potential stop and reverse on soybeans, 64.5, which is the high. Push it a tick above that, 64 3/4. Full stop at 65 flat. Let's see, where do we? We needed another trade on the YM. That got us to within 16 down. This gives us a stop and reverse entry at 921. Stop and reverse at 904. 17.34, and we're down 16, so down 50. Looks like we made money management and a tick, so we're down 48. Pick up a short, stops and reverses to long for a full stop out. Not a good day on the YM. We did stop and reverse to long on soybeans. That's actually going to move our money management because of the stop and reverse and key level adjustment. Not key level, but chart level adjustment. We're going to move our money management to 67.25. That's our minimum 6 ticks. So our first actionable target is target 2. And unleaded ultimately picks up a short. Didn't ever trigger the long. Target 2 traders in this short. Target 1 traders in this short, I'm sorry. So we'll put the target line at target 1 rather than target 2. Target 1 is down 10 ticks. Pound Aussie takes a full stop out. So here we go. Crude trying to push down. It should help the unleaded trade. Squeeze zone filtered trade. That's one you might adjust out around the 200 and be a valid long trade. We'll play it exactly as plotted there. My catapult with Michael Russell and Michael NQ not having a good morning. Both of those trade plans stopped out with 3, or ended with 3 losses. Crude ended its session with 2 losses. Soybeans with a stop and reverse loss in a long trade. Crude turning back upward as is unleaded. Unleaded approaching the stop. think we've had our 6 trades on the way in. Let me check. Okay, that trade was too fast right at the open. So 1, 2. Pick up a target 1 on that one. Yeah. That left us at 16 down. 3, 4 was just a break even. 5 was a stop and reverse. 6 was the long, and that was a full stop out. So YM is done. Difficult session there. Full stop out on unleaded. So that puts target 1 traders even further behind. You were down 10. That full loss on that trade was 49 tick risk. 98 tick loss, so we're down 108. Pretty big trade. Yeah, big trade here. 54 to target 1. So we need both positions to get to target 1 to break even. Target 1, actually money management. So stop to 1065. Unleaded long does not trigger in yet. So what was our okay? We stopped and reversed 1 tick shy of full risk, so 16. So we're down 16 points. And target 1 should have been 9 ticks here. I misspoke. Yeah, 67 flat. Yeah. Yeah, that should have been 9 ticks. 2 1/4 points. So we're 13 3/4 points down. Our stop is correct at 1065 flat. Root kind of going sideways. A little bit of a drift in the EMA. Soybean setting a new session high. Soybeans, pound Aussie, unleaded target 1 traders. Target 1 trade plan. 3 charts across the bottom. Crude is done. 10 a.m. mini session coming up in under 3 minutes. YM is done. Now this short trade is potential get in sync at 62. Should we be around the entry at our start time at 10 o'clock? That was the trade that was our exit point earlier in the 9 a.m. session. Unleaded long trade still valid. Soybeans at 67 3/4. We need to get to 68 3/4. 8 1/4. 2 ticks. For our second target of 16 ticks. Another 4 points. 1 tick away. Drop back down to 2. Prudent play there would have been trade for profit. Take a couple of ticks less so it doesn't go all the way back to break even stop. Gives you 3.5 points. 10 1/4 points still down. 2 positions remaining. All right, the unleaded trade cancels. Possibly we got in sync with that. Problem was still get in sync on crude. Stop still the same because of our stop and reverse adjustment on soybeans. Nothing on the pound Aussie. Still get in sync on the short on crude. That crossed the entry just a few seconds too early. No change so far. Crude not looking like it's wanting to come back up to our entry. And crude hits money management, so that trade is off the table. All right, soybeans plotted stop is now up at 1065 flat, so we can start following the indicator. Two positions remaining. Down. Long trade setup on crude. Has not triggered yet. Stop comes up 2 ticks on the soybeans trade. 65.5. Crude sitting just below the 20 SMA, 50 EMA. Just oscillating around those two. Not going very far. Looks like some resistance at the 200 coming down from above. Unleaded is flat. The target 1 trade plan only. Target 2 trade plan was positive only by 9 ticks. That is enough. Soybeans making another push to try to set a new session high. Flat on the pound Aussie, flat on unleaded, flat on crude. No trades in the 10 o'clock session on crude to this point. Everything except soybeans still flat. Soybeans hanging around at 1068 flat. Session high at 1068 and a half. Next target is at 1070 and a half. We've already taken a position at 1068 3/4 off, trading for profit. And another long on unleaded. This is also pretty big. 55 ticks to target 1, which is only, that is the trade plan only trade plan we're working with at the moment. Target 2 trade plan has completed. And we did get back up to 68.5 on soybeans. Stop moves to 66 flat. And the long trade on crude triggers. So we are long on crude. Long on crude, long on unleaded as well. Long on soybeans. Pound Aussie still flat. Crude making a nice move. Unleaded following it. Crude pushing up through the 200. Looks like we've got 2 more swing highs back. 5 after 9, 5:10 after 9, and close to 9:30 that it'll need to go through. There's money management on crude at those swing levels that I was talking. Got 2-1 and a tick away from the other. One of them, the highest one at 90. And there is 90. That's target 1. That's one of the things we needed. So that is that's only 19 ticks. Yeah, that's only 19 ticks, unfortunately. So that still leaves us down 89. We have 1 on the trailer so far. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's first trade. First trade of the 10 a.m. session. So that's going to be a one and done session. 19 ticks in hand. Just shy of money management on unleaded. High of 856, and our money management is 857. We did get to 68 3/4. We finally would have gotten full target 2. I still like the take profit decision. Settling for a couple of ticks less in profit. Not allowing that position to come back to a break-even stop out, which very possibly could have. We have a new short set up on the pound Aussie. This one also too small for target 1, so target 2 is our first actionable. We get up to 1069 flat on soybeans. Still a tick away from money management on unleaded. Crude is going to be POQ. There's our unleaded money management. Target 1 is worth 55 ticks at 863. And there it is. So 55 from 108 is 53. So we need to get two ticks above money management to break even. Entry was 808, so we'll be stops at 809. We need that to get up here to 60, 61. Four ticks above the target 2 on crude. So that completes the trade and the session. 19 and 30, 49 ticks. That helps us considerably after this morning's issues. And that was our first full loss. Get in sync. So that was 44. And this one was 48. So 92 ticks lost on the morning session. We pick up 49. So 43 ticks net loss on the day's session. Another stop move on soybeans, 66 and a quarter. Unleaded stop comes up to 824. Given this move, I would definitely seriously consider bringing my stop up to target 1, since that would put us at 2 ticks positive on the session for target 1 traders and get us out of the session even. This is another one of those trade for profit scenarios. If you have a trade that will get you to even, and we've gotten up through a target above, so I would definitely be considering pulling my stop up to target 1 in this case to get the session to even. So I go 1, 2, 3 trade. This is a third trade. We can take 3 more trades. But given that we had a win that didn't quite get us. Actually, this is the 4th trade, isn't it? Yeah, I think I took that one as a loss. Maybe not. No, that's right. Yeah, I did take that one as a loss. I was looking at something wrong, apparently. That was a 54 tick loss. Actually, we should have still been trading target 2. We got 53. Yeah, it would have been 1 tick. So target 2, we are looking for target 2 here. So we would have taken the 98 tick loss here. We just did go up through target 2. $84 ticks. Stop moves up to $8.39. That's enough to get target 2 positive. Target 1, 54. Let's 44. No, it was 34. So we were down 20, down 118. So we're going to need to get a little higher than target 1. So it's not pushing it up quite yet. Although I'm very close at this point to doing that. Push it up a tick above break even. A tick or two. Actually, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. I want to go about 4 ticks positive in this. For target 1, so down 118, we've got 55. So we're down 63. So we need to go 8 ticks. So we need to go 10 ticks beyond target 1 to get a couple of ticks. 12 ticks for our 4. So 875 would be about where I'd want to come off to get positive. $874 would be 3 ticks. We're down 99 on target 2. We got 84, so we're down 15. We definitely are positive there on the trailer. Soybeans, no change. Session high still at 69, 69 flat. And we're back up there right at it again. Looking for 70.5 for our next target. Down 10.25 points. Target 3 is worth 6.5. Put us at 3 3/4 down. Which would be 19 ticks. Which would be 3 ticks over target 2 is what we need. Trailer's currently at target 1, which was 9 ticks. So we're still down at least 10 ticks, even with the target 3. We got 4.5 points currently in hand on the trailer. 18 ticks in the total of the 2 positions. So that would bring us to 5 3/4 points. All right, unleaded up to 867 for the trailer. I think I would move the if I were trading target 1, I'd move the trailer to, that's not what I want to move there. I would move that to 874 and go ahead and get positive on the session on this trade. Not let it come back. And there's the move to 874, so that would be positive for target 1 as well. That's going to be POQ'd for unleaded for both trade plans. Crude is done. Unleaded will be positive. We need soybeans to go a little higher, pick up target 3, and get the trailer just above target 2. We need 3 ticks beyond target 2 to get break even. Target 3 plus trailer at 3 ticks above target 2. Trailer goes above target 1. Unleaded and soybeans are still long. Pound Aussie is flat, and the short trade has canceled. move the stop up. There we go. That's where the stop on that trade would have been. That trade did cancel. Two closes above the balance line. Cancels the trade. I'd like to resolve this trade one way or the other on soybeans before we close it down. Give it a few more minutes. Definitely seeing resistance right around 1069. That's a third touch. It's actually a fourth touch of 1069 flat. That actually is a good sign, I think. It's finding resistance, but it's not rejecting it hard. I'm just going 5 or 6 ticks down and right back up, touching it again. Zebra stripe bars. Unleaded, getting close to the stop. So far, still good. Looks like an up close would get us another 10 ticks. We run 84 for the. Yeah, 87 to 8. Yeah, 84 would be our next stop move. That would be another 10 ticks. Crude showing a short trade. And continuing with the zebra stripes on soybeans. Back down 6 ticks. See if we can go back up 5. Go back up 6 to touch again. Unleaded, since we're just barely positive, I'm going to go ahead and. Normally, I think I would stay at about 82 for my stop there. Actually, I think actually 74 is probably a better place to leave the stop if you don't want to get up into the bar. The low is 79. Yeah, 77. Maybe adjust to there. Rather than putting our stop 5 ticks up into the bar. Actually, we have this swing low also at 79. So yeah, 77 is a good place. Close up here, we're coming up to around 94. That would be enough to go ahead and push it up. Soybean stomps out. So down 10.25, we pick up 4.5, 5 3/4, and we have a short setup. Hasn't triggered yet. Down 5 3/4 points. 2 points for target 1, 3 1/4 for target 2. Would leave us just a half point. That actually would get us to break. Target 2 would get us break even. Okay, at least break even, because we'd have our trailer at least 1 tick on the remaining 2 positions. So on this one, I would have my stop at 77 or 80. Yeah, 77 on the unleaded, especially since you got 2 swings down to 79. Give it some breathing room, since you are positive and it is going to be the last trade. You only got a single position there, so you're risking, $20. See if you can make significantly more. And there's the move to 94. Now it's time to move it. Now 17 ticks is enough to go ahead and make that move. That is worthwhile. You pick up another 10 ticks beyond where the prior one was. Looks like we may go to at least 903, and now at least 904. It's got to push up a couple of more to get 907. Balance line currently sitting at 907, so that would put the stop at 904. There it is, 904, and stopping out at 904. So target 2 traders did nicely. At 74, we got 30 ticks beyond that. 74 was 3 ticks positive on target 1. So we got 33 ticks on target 1, considerably more than that on target 2. So unleaded is positive on the session on 4 trades. Soybean still with the short trade set up, hasn't triggered yet. And a new short on pound Aussie. This one's a little bigger, so we can trade target 1 in this case. Setup is just below 50 moving average. High is 931.6, and our stop is 931. I'd go to 933 for the stop. Get it above the session high. My ticket, a pip and a half. And put it 2.4 up there. 934 would normally be a key level, but I think that might actually be a better. 1.4 is not much buffer there. Let's do 4. Not an ideal spot, because 36 was 7. Now 36 was the stop on the prior trade, but we're down considerably, down a fair amount below that entry. $34 is a 3-pip adjustment. I just don't see making a 5-pip adjustment there. Likely we will not be around to see whether that one makes or not. Okay, we're past 10:45. Pound Aussie and soybeans definitely are tending for slow movement today, so I am going to call it a session. And we will see everybody next week. Remember, Memorial Day holiday on Monday. If you trade futures, it's a short day. Equity markets will be closed. Futures markets will be open for a short day. But I will see everybody back in here on Tuesday. Crude oil inventory session next Thursday at 11. So we'll see everybody next week. Everybody have a good one.